How's it going? If you don't know me already, my name is Wyatt Billiot. What I have done at just 18, I've gone to 0 to 10K a month just by running my own business. Really not that difficult at all. I'll kind of be running through this little presentation I made back when I was running my business in the summer. So pretty much my business was just window cleaning. A little backstory on that, how I got started. So I was just scrolling on Instagram and I came up on a video about window cleaning. Really what caught my eye was that they're making $30,000 a month, $60,000 a month, whatever, just by selling window cleaning, which blew my mind. And these guys, yeah, they look smart, but I felt like I was a little bit smarter. So what I did, I just started knocking doors. I literally dissected their videos. At first, I really just said what they were saying, but then after like a few weeks, a month or whatever, it actually started sticking, and I actually understood why I was saying these things. If I said this certain thing, it would lead the customer to feel this way, and I would get the sale. So this is the little presentation I made over the summer whenever I was actually running it. This was going to be used to train my friends, but none of them wanted to do it, so I just ended up doing the sales myself, honestly. But I wanted to just share this with YouTube, really just some free game. So, door-to-door sales walkthrough. Chapters, it's really not anything difficult. You don't really need to be seeing my face during all this. This says chapters, but they're not that long at all. So, the hardest door, to what are we selling, what's the pitch, biggest obstacle, how to overcome obstacles, two ends to every interaction. Let's get it. So, so I was running this with my friend John at the time. So it's really me and John training you in door-to-door sales today. Really, you can use this in door-to-door, or if you're in the online info space or just any sales in general. I believe this will be benefit to you to watch this video. So the hardest door. It's really just knocking the first door. Hardest door all day. I mean, hands down. Like, once you go out there, you might feel a little bit motivated, but once it's time to get out of your car or your truck, you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Let me just go home. But really, it's just that first interaction that you thrive off of. It's really the hardest door all day. Really, also, it says here, picking up on the neighborhood social dynamic. So what's really important about the first door is you kind of pick up a sense of how the neighborhood actually runs. Say, like, prehistorically or like caveman times or whatever you believe. Say you go into a new tribe, you're not going to feel you're going into a new tribe or in a new area, so to say. And really during those times, if you present as yourself wrong, they might kill you and eat you. So I mean, it's really not that insane modern day, but it's kind of that same thing, like just how you carry yourself. You're going to be a little bit more conservative over your personality. You might not fully express yourself, but once you get that first door, you'll kind of pick up on the way things are and you'll feel a lot more comfortable. So what are we selling? Let's move this again. So a 3-in-1 job. This is what I say at the door. Super good deal, no one can pass up. You believe that as the seller, the customer will end up believing that as well, and they'll want to buy from you. So also, kind of what I say is the windows, the frames, and the sills. What you do is you provide so much value they can't even say no. Really, the only objection you'll get is price or something like that. So what you do to contrast that, or to fight that, not really fight that objection, but to overcome that objection, the value outweighs the price, you get the sale. It's really it. So what's the pitch? You say, hey, have you seen us on the street the last couple hours? Pause. Helping out a couple of your neighbors, and you like look a little bit confused. No? And you wave them towards you. Like, you're inviting, you're a friendly person, you've been helping out the neighbors, everybody knows you, everybody loves you. That's the kind of energy you want. So you just wave them over. You preferably go to one of their window frames. If there's some doors with some windows on it, you just show them there. It's not the most effective, but if they have a window in the front yard, it's perfect. So what you say is, we're just helping them with all this stuff. I'll just show you super quick because I've got to bounce. You show, okay, you're busy, You've got to bounce. I've got to bounce. I'll just show you really quick. I don't have time to waste, so I won't end up wasting your time. Say we're doing all the windows, frames, and sills, and you show them. So you point to the window, and you say the frames, and you go to the outside, and then the sills. You want to point that out. And then if you're saying the sills, if there's dust on the sills, you want to wipe that on your finger, and then show them. Because that shows the pain of like, oh, I've never really thought about my windows being dirty. That's what they're thinking. And then they're like, oh, wait, they are actually really dirty. I need to clean them. And then you pop that idea into their head. So after that, you say, and the reason everyone's getting done is because we're just doing a bit of a deal for young women in purple shirts. You know, it's part of the script, but I mean, it just adds like some rapport, or like they might laugh. Most of the time, especially if they're older, they'll laugh at what you actually say. So say they're wearing sandals. Yeah, we're just doing a bit of a deal for young women wearing sandals. You look like you qualify. Or you qualify, miss. And then you look at them, you like smile, and then they're like, ha ha ha. It's really, really just charming them, really just showing your charisma. And that's really all half of the sale is just showing you're a trustworthy guy. Preferably you want to, I have polo shirts with the logo actually here embroidered. That helps a lot. Kind of the logo shows what we do, that we're established. We're not just, you know, in some sports shorts and running up to the door. You want to carry yourself a certain way. So, and you say, yeah, then you say, oh my gosh, that's you, miss. Who would ever thought? So, and then you say, and you lower like their guard. Say, I'm just kidding. My name's Wyatt. What I'll do for you is I'll count up all the glass. You want to do all the glass. Literally, like, you have to kind of think of this as a hysterical kind of thing. I enjoy it so much because I think it's hilarious being on the doors. And you literally just speak to them for like 5 minutes, and they give you like $200 to $400, $500, whatever the job is. It only takes like an hour. I think it's all hilarious. I mean, and you're just meeting cool people. It's just really fun, honestly. You can't, unless it's like 100 degrees outside, I'm not enjoying my time. If that makes sense. Oh. So, we're going to move this over. Say, I'll be back in 30 seconds. And you start, I'll just be back, or I'll meet you back right here in about 30 seconds. And if they're like a little hesitant and you can see them pause, what I like to say is, like, I wear On Clouds, like the running soft shoes. Okay, so this is me in the future after I recorded this video. I want to point out right here, if they do seem a little hesitant, you can see it in their face, or like they look like a deer in headlights. What you want to do is you walk up closer to the window, like grab their attention again, and it's like a subtle but a good move. So I mean, you can think of this as like you're trying to sway a girl, but it's because it's all sales is charisma, and providing them value and a service, and then they pay you. So what I like to do here is, if you can see they're like, you walk up to the window again, you say, yeah, and we really just spend a lot of time to actually get all this dirt off. This is the second time you can get the dirt on your finger and show them. We like to spend a lot of time, let's say, here, let's say this is dirty, this is a charging pack. We like to spend a lot of time to clean the actual frames of the glass. Sorry. To keep the windows cleaner for longer. That's actually why we do a 3-in-1 deal. You go back into your pitch and you end up saying why we're doing this. I just want to add this here. I've got my running shoes on. Something funny. Like, you want to be personable. You want them to like you, I guess. Really, anybody you talk to. This is a normal conversation. Go into this as a normal conversation, but you're just trying to sell them. Like, you're just helping them out. Like, all you have to think about business is you're just helping a person. You're providing a service. They're happy. You're happy because you get paid. And you save them time. So, and then what you want to do is you want to back up a little bit and say, is the gate on this side? Let's see if you can see me. Is the gate on this side or this side? And then what that leads them to do is, like, they have two decisions to, like, for answers, two options for an answer. Because they won't stop and say, no, you can't go in my backyard. Or, I mean, some people might. And then that's a whole nother conversation. But, I mean, we're just going over this presentation. So, you leave them with, is the gate on this side or this side? That's the two options they have. So, and then they'll end up telling you one. Let's see what else I've got. I made this a few months ago. So, and then the biggest obstacle. Let's see what this is. Yeah, so objections, the biggest obstacle you run into all day. And the longer and longer you do it, the easier and easier it is. They'll give you like 5 objections, 10 objections max that they could even give you. Yeah, so like everyone's gonna say no, but this is everyone's first reaction. Literally, I cannot stress to you enough, whenever I get to a door, this person, it's like an alien I'm speaking to. Like, if you do this, you understand, or if you've been in sales before, but like they come off not even human. Like, their reaction is just no. Like, the second they pick up that you're trying to sell them something, there's like no. Like, whenever I'm not wired, or like it's my first day back from like a week break or whatever, or coming on a Monday, like just people haven't really been giving me the best like conversations, I guess. Like, sales fluctuate, period. So I mean, I normally, like, the pitch I just gave you, normally I'm in the state where I am an enjoyable person to be around. So I don't really run into that many objections. Normally they're just laydowns. But I mean, you will come off as saying, like, them saying no. And I'm not saying I close every single deal. That's just impossible. But this is everyone's first reaction. So what you do is, for example, it's a price objection. So what you really do, you like acknowledge what they say, but what you do in turn is you steer the conversation into a different direction. Like, you don't even hear them, pretty much. So let's say you come back, or I might go through that. I'll get to that later. Owning the doorstep. Keep taking them through the sales process. Yes. So whenever you get an objection, you just act like you didn't even hear it. Like, you're so caught up in like this amazing thing you have going on. Obviously, you still want to pay attention to them, with your like body language and like how you're looking at them. But you just in one ear out through the other. Like, this is such a great deal, this has to happen now. That's pretty much what you want to do. You're not really pressuring them, but you're also taking them through the sales process, is the best way I can put it. And the thing that helps me whenever I'm selling them, at the beginning, I just say, like, I'll look at them, but I'll say, yeah, my name's Wyatt. Like, I'll look at them when I'm being personable, but whenever I'm talking about the product, I'll look somewhere else. If I can see in their face, and I did this for however long I did this, like, it doesn't matter. Like, to me, like, the top guys that I know, they still look away, because it's just not opening the door for you to notice that they're not even interested. That lowers your state. You want to keep your state up here. And persistence, like, what's those? It's the 3 P's: pleasantly, persuasively, persistent. So what that means is you're being friendly, you're showing your charisma, pleasantly, persuasively. So, and then persuasively, like, you're just showing them this is so great, there's no downside. We're providing you a service, we're saving you time. Your time is valuable. We'll do it for you. We're the pros. We've already done your neighbor. We have the social proof. We'll do it for you. And we have our equipment here. We'll get you knocked out in the next hour. Persistence. Persistence is key. Persistence can get you anywhere in life. If there's anything you take away from this video, persistence will take you anywhere you want to go in life. Because if you think all the business owners, they started where you are at, if you're watching this video, they started in your shoes. What separated them between the other people? They kept going. You can't quit if you don't give up. So they stayed persistent. 2 ends to every interaction. This is also something you should take and pay attention to. 2 ends. So you either get a sale, which is great, awesome, or a social builder. There's you don't lose. while doing this. You want to have that mindset. I promise you. So, and this is on 2 different screens. So this is the camera. I have a screen right here and a screen right here that I'm looking at the actual presentation on. So the sale, yes, great. You get the money, you do the job, you move to the next. You use them as social proof to the other neighbors, or you say, do you know any neighbors that might want their windows cleaned, or I did such a great job, would you mind referring me to a friend or a family or a neighbor? It doesn't matter. So, or social builder, dude, you get them. This goes back to the getting them, continue to take them through the sales process. Like, at the end of the day, it's just a conversation. It's just a conversation that ends up being, you help them out on something and they pay you for it. That's it. It's nothing deep. It's anything crazy at all. It's just a conversation. You want to be personable. And it just builds up your state of where you're at. Like, this is your state of mind. Like, it just keeps building up on top of each other. Each interaction, you keep building up on top of each other. That's really all you get. There's no downsides to this. I mean, you keep knocking. It's really just a numbers game. The more doors you knock, the better you'll get at it. I promise you that. Happened with me. So, yes. So, what you want to provide in your pitch? You want to provide value. You want to provide scarcity, and you provide social proof and convenience. So, I kind of covered a few of these already. So, number 1, value. We're doing the windows, frames, and sills. We're doing 3 in 1. Sometimes you say 4 in 1 if you want, because of the tracks in the window. You can Google that. I'm not going to show a picture here. So, then value, and then scarcity. Scarcity is, we're finishing up your neighbor right now. We have the equipment already ready to go. We're already using it. I already have a worker working out working for me. We can get you done in the next hour. Social proof, we're literally doing your neighbor right there. I mean, it's great if they see that they're doing it. I've actually got a couple sales, and that helped me get some of my best days. If they actually see your worker doing it, you both have a uniform, you both look clean cut, just helps out. So, convenience. Oh, you can do it with me right now? That's great. Yeah, come do it. I've seen so many sales. I've had a ton of sales that it just came down to convenience. Like, oh, I was going to do it, but you guys can do it. Let me tell you a little story. So whenever I first started this, I had the Home Depot equipment. I didn't even know if I could do this house. Just imagine the biggest house ever. It was like a mansion. It was a freaking massive mansion, as big as houses you can get. But what I didn't have, how I came into the sale was, this was a very nice neighborhood. I should have known this coming into it, but I wasn't wearing the nicest shirt. I had a polo shirt on and some khaki shorts, but I was stuttering. I was anxious. It didn't feel right. It felt like I was invading their space. I didn't get the sale, period. The lady looked very put off that I was even speaking to her. A couple months go by, get better equipment. I carry myself better. I have a couple months under my belt doing this actual sales thing, door to door. I come off way more calm, way more collected. I'm way more personable. I end up getting the sale. It was like a $500 job. It was great. And it just came down to leveling up how good I am at, really all it comes down to is how good it, or how much money, let's say, you'll get from this, is how much skin you have in the game. The better your service gets, providing to the customer or a business, whatever you do, the more money you get. It's just how it works. You just need to work on your product or your service, make it the best it can be. You can charge a higher price. That's all it comes down to. And the more your name gets out. Okay, and then I had any questions at the end. So if you enjoyed this kind of video, feel free to comment. Yeah, I'll have my Instagram down in the description, and also my TikTok. Feel free to check out those videos. Feel free to DM me. Dude, I'm not selling you any course whatsoever. This is free information. If I had this video back a couple months whenever I was first starting, I feel like it would have helped me out a lot. If you have any more questions on how you get started or kind of scale your business, again, I'm not selling you anything. I'm an open book. Feel free to DM me. Also, if you have any questions, just comment them down below or DM me on Instagram. I have them linked in the description. I also have a TikTok. Feel free to check out those videos. So until the next one, If you guys have any questions, or if you have any videos you want me to put up or make, just comment those down below. I got you guys. All right.